Doing? Happy Thursday. Uh Man, feels crazy to be on alive again. Think we missed it a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Oh.
but we're back. We're happy to be here, happy to celebrate such a huge milestone. 40, well, over 40,000 subscribers now. I think that happened over the weekend? Over like last weekend?
I think so.
And now we're almost at I think 40,000. Getting pretty close to 40,700, something like that. Wild. Just when we started this, did you ever think that we'd hit something like that?
No, well, I guess I wasn't thinking about that at that time
I mean,
at
you
all.
kind of don't really think about that. There's a lot of people watching us now. Does that make you nervous?
I'm almost, I'm always nervous.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous right here. I'm always nervous in the lives, but crazy. It's crazy that yeah. I guess it doesn't really make me nervous. The fact that so many people interested in what we're doing out here, but just kind of filming what we're doing, putting it out there. We know, it's. I guess it's not really nerve wracking because we don't sugarcoat things. We don't haven't kind of play to.
We just do what we do.
We just do what we do. We're not trying to put some kind of fake narrative out there. But it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been interesting. Kind of creating and filming things, and I think you've really kind of found your place with the editing. Now, if you know, at the beginning of the channel, we weren't very successful, and that's all because I was editing at the time. So if you look at those videos, they're all really terrible videos, and then when the videos start getting good, it's because of her. Who do we all have here? I'm just talking away. Who's all in here?
I don't know. I can't see what's going on here.
Oh, you having issues?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll take a look, but I gotta. Don't mind the finger. Don't mind the finger. Watching Brian eat. Okay. Pam's here. Pam's in the house and she's watching Brian eat. Built on the Rock Homestead, 13 Moons Homestead. We got the moderators in the house. Thank you, everyone. A lot of people saying congratulations. Christine Hasbrook, Judy King, thank you. Robin Lanter. Does anyone know if there are any homesteaders, earthbag builders in the Antelope Valleys? More specifically, Little Rock. I don't know. I don't know. But there's definitely some earthbag Facebook groups. Can maybe join one of those and
Yeah, that might be a good way to connect.
connect with people in the local area. Barry Davidson, thank you. DIY Dark Matter, congrats on 40K. Thank you very much. Midlife prices. I'm eating dinner, watching Pam sweat. uh, so Brian's eating, Pam's sweating. maybe, maybe we're not the entertaining ones here. A lot more going on over there. Yeah, it's a hot one. Well, yesterday was particularly hot, almost hit 100 degrees. Today, kind of like mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
But very cool if you've been following. Oh, I'm sweating too. Is that because of the temperature, Brian, or just because you're eating? Sweating over there too. But where was I? Yeah, hot temperatures. And if you've been following us on Instagram, you know we're doing some temperature experiments with the Earth Bay room. I kind of drilled down into the floor and I'm testing temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. Leah, thank you so much for the super chat. Crew is my hero. Freeze bandana to keep him cool. I'll do that. Thank you very much for the super chat. Um, so that's kind of exciting. So we got to do some temperatures. I actually drilled down into that downstairs room to do some temperature variation. So I posted some of those results on Instagram. So that's pretty cool. But we'll probably include that not in the next video coming up, but probably in the video after that. Unfortunately, we got some bad news, y'all. So while we're celebrating 40,000 subscribers, one of our cameras took a spill. So that's what I was doing the front part of the day. I actually had to take our camera up to Tucson to try and get that fixed, and who knows how long we could be without our main camera. The camera, I would love working with that Canon camera. It's durable and sturdy and can take the heat.
Yeah.
And the files aren't too large on there. Yeah. But luckily we do have a backup camera, so I think we can still kind of get things filled. Rebel with a kickstand.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, $40 to celebrate 40K. Geez, thank you so much for that. You. Super generous super chat. Really appreciate that. Built on the Rock Homestead, thank you very much. But I'm excited. I'm excited about those temperatures. I can't wait to share that with you guys. But very, even though there's no insulation on that floor / ceiling, I'm getting some pretty good temperature readings. The Tinker's wife says, congratulations on your big milestone. Well deserved indeed. Thank you very much. Prediction 100K by December. Well, we'll see what we can do about that, Pam. That would be nice, but I guess that's up to us to got to keep making that good content.
You're really having fun with the table.
Oh yeah, she lets me know. She lets me know if I'm doing annoying things. Sorry.
You're drumming.
Oh, I got Crew's attention. He was like, "What's that? What's going on?" Oh, he's still sleeping. He doesn't care.
Pure pondering. Are y'all still getting monsoons? We got 2 a week and a half ago, but nothing since. First ones in 2 years.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So we had pretty decent rains, kind of mid-July, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of throughout July, and then kind of toward the end, it kind of started tapering off.
It started tapering off. We got some rain last night, though.
Yeah, unexpected rain last night. What did we end up with?
Oh, like 0.2 of an inch.
0.2 of an inch, so not bad. Kind of came down pretty heavy last night, but like short.
Yeah.
And then, but supposedly there's a hurricane. Where's that hurricane at?
I think it's near Costa Rica.
Near Costa Rica. And so because of that hurricane, it might restart the monsoon. So we might get more rains from that. There's actually some more rains in the forecast. And the temperatures are dipping down. Green Dream Project, you guys need a small tractor, even if it's just a riding lawnmower. It would help you out a lot. I don't disagree on that. We could definitely use a tractor. It would definitely help. But I think our first concern is going to be a truck. We absolutely need a truck, and that's probably going to be more important than a tractor at this point. We're just going to need to invest in a truck eventually. And the thing is, the Kia is going, and I just don't know how long that Kia is going to last. It's scary. We just took a small trip to town the other day, And by the time we were getting back or by the time we were in town, the transmission started slipping again.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Well,
good.
yeah. So that's probably our next priority.
Yeah.
Beach life says it's 67 degrees in Seaside, Oregon coast.
Oh my goodness, that's too cold. Too cold for that. Is that summer? Is that summer temps there? I hate to see winter. Or
Maybe it's
are the
more
temps?
temperate.
Yeah, maybe it's more temperate. Maybe it's just 67 all the time around there. You couldn't handle that kind of temperature, right?
It would be a little chilly for me.
A little chilly. It should be freezing. Tony's in the house. Hey. Oh, the Max. Hello. Congrats on 40K. Thank you guys. Oh man, I still can't believe it. 40K. It's unbelievable. I'm still beside myself. You were expecting it
I was.
though. It's heartwarming. Oh yeah. So Erica over here mentions the GoFundMe. That's something I wanted to kind of bring up here. Really wanted to say thank you to everyone that was able to donate, put in money for that, um, or shared it out or anything like that, and just even the people in the video that put in their well wishes, that put in your prayers and your thoughts for that. It's just amazingly heartwarming. All the people that reached out to us for that is just we're beside ourselves.
Yes.
And what is it that I mean, we made the goal on that Kickstarter and then or the GoFundMe and then some. Uh, what's it up to? What would reach in that?
I haven't checked, but I know it's over the goal now. So
Somewhere over the goal.
and that that's gonna help tremendously. Um, that's all going to my father's widow.
Yeah, I think there was some confusion on that. I don't know. Some people like we put up that GoFundMe in that video, and some people just got angry. Man, just some of the most cruel things in that were said in there. Not many. Don't get me wrong. And it was like one of the first times I seen like visible dip in subscribers. Like a lot of people just like psh, unsubscribe. I was like, wow, all because we're trying to help out your dad's widow over there in the Philippines.
Well, it's okay if those people want to go.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
miss that.
oh, we got 11,892 raised of 11,000 goals. So wow, I'm
It's
almost
incredible.
12,000. Yeah, that is crazy. Jade White Dove. You should see if Tesla would sponsor you and get a Lightning, the new electric truck. 40 for 40K.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, it's funny you bring that up because we're not necessarily looking at Tesla, but we've been kind of looking at that Ford F-150 Lightning, and that looks pretty wild. I'm eager to maybe. I'm thinking about that, like a fully electric pickup truck. It's pretty wild. Um, yeah, I was just a little disappointed. Granted, 99.5% of those comments in that video were, they're very loving, very
Yeah.
supporting. But yeah, man, I was a little surprised by how people took that. I don't know, and I don't know if maybe people misunderstood and thinking we were asking the money for us. But it's just to help out his widow with those medical bills because that would
Yeah.
be a crazy crushing
That's
debt.
kind of my feeling good to purge the followers. No heart. I mean, it's not a lot of people.
Yeah, it wasn't a
It's
lot.
been overwhelming and love, which is really uh, helps so much. Just knowing that there's a lot of caring people out there,
It's incredible.
so much support, and the fundraiser. I mean, I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
It means that, you know, my father's widow and her kids and her grandkids, that may be saving them from financial ruin.
Yeah. I can't even imagine exactly. I don't know what the repercussions are for having that medical debt. I know they're here in the U.S., but over in the Philippines, I'm not sure how that works. But I mean, I was a little aghast as to the kind of pressures that the hospital was putting on her and the kind of coercive things that they were doing. A
Yes,
lot of comments. I get a lot. We were getting a lot of comments just kind of talking about a little bit more about the medical healthcare
yeah,
things in the Philippines.
from
So that was kind of
people
interesting.
who live there who know about that. Um, Beach Life was asking how we heat our water for showers and how long of a shower.
Well, we have a yeah, good point. Just yeah, if there are any questions that pop up, we'll answer those as we go. We just have an electric water heater here in the RV, so we just have to flip a switch. We don't leave the hot water on all. We don't leave the hot water heater on all the time because it does suck up quite a bit of energy.
It's pretty much just for showers.
Yeah, actually, that's all we use it for. We just turn it on when we want to take a shower. It takes maybe just under a half hour to heat up, and then I take my showers pretty quick. So I've never run, but you've run out of hot water, right? How long does that usually last?
Uh, Maybe 15 minutes.
So not a whole lot, but it does.
Yeah. I think it lasts longer in this summer, but you don't need it as hot in the summers.
Oh right. Actually, in the summertime, I don't even turn on the hot water at all. It's the temperature of that water is really nice. Keep your heads up, guys. You're good people. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
When will the windows be removed? The forms for the windows be removed? When the dome is done. Probably when we're done with the dome and we got the outside covered. I think we can remove those forms. We'll probably take it out at that point. We'll need to take those out before starting the second dome. But I'm pretty excited. I think we'll be. I was actually planning on starting bags again, but we kind of had to take a step back because I'm working on a new DDS, dirt delivery system. So I think with how difficult that was getting the cob up there, we needed to take a step back and like how can we get the dirt up to the top of this dome a little easier, a little bit more efficiently. So that's what I'm working on now. We have an idea, and hopefully it works out.
Thank you, Alternative Small Holding.
Alternative Small Holding just saw you were live, so I wanted to pop in and say congratulations on 40K. Thank you very much. Rebecca asked, "Can you say hi, Becca and Vicky?" Hello, Becca and
Hey,
Vicky.
Becca and
Hello. Would it be possible to use a grain auger to send mud to the top? I don't know. But what we're going to try and do is I picked up this. I think it's kind of mainly used to actually hoist up, like if you're a hunter, you're the game. But we're going to use it as a method of maybe pulling up that dirt. So I just got to build a box. Shouldn't be too hard to build a box. And then use that pulley system. And then in conjunction with the ladder, uh, it'll be tough to explain. You'll see it probably in a video coming up. But I think I got something that might work, hopefully. Keep your fingers crossed. Simple Grower, hello. Big Fat Glenn, good day from Australia. How far are you guys from the nearest town? And how big is it? Thanks. Well, there's a small town about 15 miles, 15 minutes, 15-minute drive away. But kind of a small town, not too much there.
I don't know what the population of
Yeah.
that is.
A bigger town where we can kind of get most items that we need. That's about a half hour away. Kind of a small city. And then a much bigger city, not a big city, but it's got all your big box stores and whatnot. That's about an hour away. Larry Parrish, hello from Florida. Christine Herman says, just wanted to remember to stop in live and send condolences. You guys deserve some huge good luck going forward. Trying to send you some. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any regrets moving to the desert and living off grid? No regrets. I'm loving it.
No regrets.
No regrets.
There's been challenges.
Yeah, it's definitely been challenging.
Overall, it's been very rewarding, I think.
Yeah. There's challenges that we've faced challenges. I'm sure there'll be challenges yet to come. I think our biggest thing is going to be water, but I'm excited. I think we're doing pretty good out here. This house build is obviously a lot more challenging than anticipated. Building the dome, you ever think that the dome was going to be this tough? Yeah, it's tough. And we still got 10 feet more to go. It's going to be crazy.
Lots of interruptions.
Oh, Simply Pam asks, how's the painting coming?
Oh, the
Yeah, I put some
portrait.
stuff on that. Actually, I got to make a post about that soon.
Yep. Well, it's finished. It's going to make an appearance in an upcoming video. Probably.
Do you think it'll make Tuesday's video?
It might. It's possible.
So keep an eye on that. That might be in Tuesday's video.
So it should be kind of like the whole process.
Mm-hmm. Pam says it was incredible. Well, you got to see. It was good then, but that wasn't even finished. I got to show you guys. I might put that. I might make a post on that on Instagram soon. North to Hope, hi from Kingman, Arizona. Hello. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see that finished one. It looks wild. The finished dog portrait in that background has a spacey background. Jesse, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you.
Heather says, I can't tell you how excited I got from my house that the poly tanks were full and overflowing into the cistern. My husband came in my room asking if I was all right. I'm glad you were excited. We were beside ourselves, I'll tell you that much. Man, it was amazing to see that. Well, of course, obviously, you guys probably know how excited I get when it rains. Probably a little too much.
Yeah.
I'm always running around outside in the rain, and I just can't help it.
And that last big rainstorm, there was like hail too, and were you getting hit by it when you were?
Oh yeah, I was definitely getting hit by that hail. But I had to make sure everything was okay inside the dome, so I had to run out to the dome and make sure all that was covered. So I was like, I gotta get out there.
It was maybe like pea-sized.
Yeah, it wasn't big. It wasn't big hail. Congrats on 40K. Thank you very much. To our model pioneer couple. Thank you. You need to limit running around in that hail, though. Agreed. I just like being outside when it's raining. I'm very passionate about the water harvesting. It's something I've been very passionate about for years. I've done so much reading on rainwater harvesting, not just tanks and stuff like that, but earthworks and stuff like that. And there's so much I want to do with rainwater harvesting. And it's been such a passion of mine for so long. And to be able to get out here and put systems in place, uh, it's just I'm beside myself with joy. I love it. I love seeing what we can do, how far we could take this rainwater harvesting, and how much we can grow and green things up just on the rainwater.
Oh, that. How are you gonna keep the water in the cistern from going stale? That's gonna be
Very,
your next
very
video, right?
good question. We're actually in the next video. We get a lot of questions about, how we keep the water fresh, um,
Keep it safe
keep it
for
safe for drinking and stuff like that. What
use.
we use to filter, and that's going to be in the next video. 13 moons. I have to go. Sorry. Congrats on 40K. Well, we're glad you were here, Lynette. Thank you so much.
Erica wants to know where Hugh is. He hasn't been around for a while.
He's sitting next to me over here. He's over here. Rain. So I love being outside when it rains. You actually get kind of weirded out with me being out there because sometimes I just hang out and she's like, "What are you doing out there?" And like I just gotta hang out in the rain, even if it's under the awning. Can you say hello to Ian and Sally from New Zealand? Hello, Ian and Sally.
Ian and
Hello.
Sally.
So yeah, so we go kind of in depth in that about how we collect the rainwater to keep it safe, the filters we use, and when we actually do the house and we get water from the cistern, we'll probably have a little bit more of a robust filtration system at that point, and we'll probably go into detail about that when we get that all set up.
Mm-hmm. Now that you have the black poly tanks full, are you diverting water into the cistern? Yep. Well, everything that overflows from the poly tanks is going into the cistern.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that was the thing. We wanted to get water into the poly tanks first, so now any kind of overflow that comes from that piping is going to go into the cistern. Not the most efficient system yet. There might be a little bit of water loss just because it kind of all overflows from the pipes and then it has to make it into the drains. But when we're done with the poly tanks and I'm watering that directly into the cistern, I'll probably have it go flow a little bit more directly into the cistern.
Mm-hmm.
Pam asks, what is the temperature in your trailer right now? Can you see from there? I can't.
I see 88 degrees.
88 degrees. We're about ready to time travel.
And 36% humidity.
It's 91 in their trailer right now.
Ooh. Toasty.
A little cooler over here, sorry. Saying hello all the way from the 307 of Wyoming. Congrats on 40K. Well, thank you so much, Stephen. Do you have to pay property taxes? Yeah, we pay property taxes. They're not too high, but yeah.
Taxes to pay.
Always taxes. Robin Lanter says, so sorry for your loss, Jessica. My brother David almost died and was hospitalized for over 2.5 months. But praise God, he got better and is now back home with us now. Oh, that's good to hear. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm still beside myself. It's kind of crazy just losing your dad, and not really that long after I had lost my mom. And it's just like with what happened with your dad, just really brought back everything so fresh about what happened with my mom. And it's crazy.
How did you learn to do cob?
That's a good question. Really, just from reading and then doing it.
Yeah. What was the first time we did the cob?
I think it was
on that bench
yep,
thing.
the bench.
The table.
Yeah. Oh, and then we kind of sort of did a cob-like thing with that fiber adobe, pretty similar.
Yes.
So that
Similar
shed is kind of
concept.
built like kind of cob-like.
Instead of straw, it uses paper.
With the snakes, do you keep anti-venom shots around now? Ah, I wish. Um, that would be kind of expensive, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Like anti-venom, I
they
think
kind
like
of
it
looked
would be
into
kind of
it.
expensive, and I don't think you can really kind of keep it because I think it goes bad. Like one, it needs to be refrigerated, and then like I don't think it lasts.
It doesn't.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just being crazy.
Oh, you guys hear that?
Keep it down, crew. It must be getting hot. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn the fan on. Should I turn the fan on? He probably is dying of heat.
Yeah, maybe
I turn the
that would
fan
help.
on. Hang on, y'all. We gotta save crew. Waiting to stop talking. you getting some you get some questions queued up.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? Shoot.
Let's see. DIY Dark Matter said sent you a link to a video where they're done with lime wash. I think that was really pretty. Is that something you might do?
It's something we might do.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking more and more that's probably what we're going with is some kind of lime
Are you thinking
wash
that?
for the outside.
Are you thinking that? Because you were kind of against it. Really
Yeah.
wanted to do other things. Are you leaning more toward that
Well,
now?
thank you, Mickelson Family Homestead.
Well, thank you very much for the super chat.
Well, I did want to try just more of an earthen finish and see if we could get away with that. But I don't know. It made me nervous with those like hard rains we got and some
Yeah.
of the cob coming off. Like, will we have to keep like redoing the cob like every year or?
But you were thinking of adding rocks. Are you against that idea now, or are you thinking of adding rocks plus like a line
Maybe rocks
finish?
and lime.
We haven't decided yet.
I think having some kind of texture too, like with the rocks, might help kind of slow the water so you don't get as much weathering.
I think adding that texture too. I've seen something like that on like the Cal Earth domes, and I think they make theirs out of like maybe clay or something like that. But I think if we did it out of rocks, it would probably pretty much kind of do a similar thing, kind of creating like these little micro pockets of microclimate, and it might also help to regulate the temperature in there. El Chato, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
How much land are you on? We have 40 acres out here. Hey Jim and Jessica, I just saw a video of Jim helping on a rammed earth wall. Any plans on using this technique on your own homestead? I think we'll do some kind of project with rammed earth eventually. We'll probably call our buddy Ray Clamens out here because, you know, if you do rammed earth, there's a lot of things you got to invest in it. So maybe we'll talk to Ray and see if he'll want to do a project out here. Maybe similar. We once built a rammed earth fire pit. Maybe we'll do something similar like that here.
Yeah, maybe a small project.
Yeah. And that I don't know if you know that, but that Ray Clamens, he's got a pneumatic tamper. He added that to his arsenal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's got this big like generator thing that he can haul around, and then yeah, big pneumatic tamper. Bubba Redneck asks how the fly trap's working. They're working, they're catching flies, but the flies are just terrible. There's so many.
There's a lot of flies this year. Well, every year it seems like there's a lot, but yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of flies in these traps.
Oh, Jeff, Bubblehead Homestead. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello, I love you guys, but I gotta go put the chickens to bed. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, get those chickens put to bed. Yeah, so many. It's like you open up the door to get into the RV and like we're letting like 10 flies, and it's crazy. TK says, you two have inspired me. Speaking of Cal Earth, I booked my tour today. I will be going there December 4th. Can't wait.
Oh, very
Ah,
cool.
that is exciting. Eventually, we got to make it to Cal Earth.
Yes.
Eventually, we got to do that. Of course, then we'll be going in as experienced Earth bag builders at that point. But it'd be cool to see what they're doing. I mean,
Yeah, I'd
that's
like
where
to.
the origins of the whole thing. I just found you guys. I want to buy an AZ. Keep going and doing great stuff. Condolences to you for your father. Well,
Thank
thank
you
you.
very much.
Congratulations to you both on 40K subscribers. Thank you.
When does the next layer go on the house?
Oh, soon. We were thinking about doing it already, but like I said, I just want to work on that new DDS system to get dirt up to the top. So once I get that settled, do you think we might be able to get to that this weekend?
Possibly.
Maybe. I seem to be blocked on shooting a super chat to you. It worked when I had to get Jim to update his gutters, but no more. It's like what y'all doing for sure. Well, we appreciate the thought, but we appreciate you being a member. So that's plenty of help. We appreciate that.
Omega Royal asked, do you get sheet flooding on your property? No. We've never witnessed sheet flooding here.
Mm-mm. No, and we don't have big washes going through, so it hasn't really been a huge issue. They have to limit tour sizes right now due to COVID. That's why I can't get out there till December. September and October are already really full. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Yeah, everyone's adding that little extra layer of caution, and that's probably a good thing.
Are you planning to plant trees? If yes, what kind?
Well, you have a whole list ready to go, right?
I have some. Well, right now I want to get a little bit more detailed with the planting plans because that's going to be coming up probably after the house builds and once we get a little more water stored up for getting trees established. But yeah, I mean we're planning on doing a whole food forest, so we'll have a lot of trees, a lot of edible things.
Really, when I get time, I gotta start. I think we had a question about swales. Have you considered digging a pond and swales that will lead right into the pond? I don't know about maybe we might divert, maybe something like that. But I definitely want to put in some swales. It might not be diversion swales. We'll probably put them on contour and then get some trees planted. I really wanted to kind of try and do a little bit of that before monsoons came, but I really couldn't get to it. But I might start maybe dig the swales in between, maybe after the monsoon season and maybe before the small winter monsoon, maybe. We'll see.
What are you using for internet?
Just a cell phone. Just a cell phone data. But it's been working out really well. We're on the Verizon network, unlimited data. It's maybe not the best setup, but it works pretty well for us. Get Starlink. Starlink is big. I think a lot of people are getting into that, but I think I'm okay with what we have here. Speeds are pretty good. For the most part, we don't have any issues with the lives. We don't have any issues like uploading videos, and it's pretty cheap. And it's just the one bill for phones and data and everything. Junior, hello. Sorry to hear of your loss to you both. Understand completely. Yes, congratulations on 40K. I'm finding your content fun, entertaining, and informative. Now for 100K. Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
How much water is in the cistern now? Do you use the water for anything yet, or just what's in the poly tanks?
Just the poly tanks. There's not enough water in the cistern to really do anything with. I still don't even think it's high enough to reach the pipe that I have in there.
Oh, the outlet
The
pipe?
outlet pipe.
Yeah. But hopefully we start really collecting a bunch in there.
Yeah, I mean now
before we move into the house.
one thing is I've been, if we use water in here, I've been trying to keep pumping water into the RV a little bit more regularly. So if we do get unexpected rains, um, it keeps the poly tanks full and keeps the water flowing a little bit better. Get the water here where we need it and empty out a little bit out of the poly tanks, ready to get more water in there. I guess I'm being a little anal that way. But any extra water that we do get will go into the cisterns, and that's pretty exciting.
I hope it's okay to ask if your ethnic background is Indian or Hispanic.
Is that to any one of us in particular?
I don't know.
Well,
I guess we're both...
I am Hispanic. Or my dad's from Mexico, literally, and then my mom is like a German Polish mix. But yeah, my dad was from Mexico, and you get actually a lot of comments about being Native American.
Not. Well, there might be some background, but not much. But mostly I'm English and Japanese. So, kind of mixed.
Now you get confused. A lot of people bring up the fact that you look like this one like house renovator lady, right? I don't even know her name, but I got that. That's been brought up a number of times. What made you decide to start your homestead?
Ooh.
What's this lady right here?
I don't know if there was like an exact moment where I was like, we need to do this, but I started getting interested in that kind of lifestyle. So I was doing a lot of research, and I learned about permaculture. I learned about stuff about gardening, growing food, and self-reliance. And I started seeing some other people doing homesteading, and I thought maybe this is something we could do. So it actually took quite a number of years before we actually decided to make that leap. Maybe, like 10 years?
Yeah. She got me into it because she was like, Jim, how'd you feel about quitting your job and just living off the land more sustainably? I'm like, you had me, I quit your job.
Well, I thought like living a little more simply might be a way to maybe focus on our health too. And at the time we were in a lot of debt,
Yeah.
so needed a way to cut costs, and it's helped. I mean, it does cost money to build things and have property and things like that, but monthly expenses you know, if you're satisfied with just living simply, you can kind of reduce that.
It's amazing. I'm not gonna say this kind of transition is easy. I mean, we definitely had a lot of luck. So we made some good, kind of financial moves. I mean, it can be expensive to get set up, but I've been loving this lifestyle. Now, and we're still not, completely set up. We want to be growing most, if not all, of our own food eventually. But yeah, obviously, we're a far cry from there. I mean, we have a tiny, tiny little garden right now that's maybe growing a few things. But right now, we're just been so busy with the house build that we can't really invest time that we need for like gardening per se. But I think that'll all kind of get ramped up after the build.
Uh,
Quit your job. 3 sexiest words I long to hear. You're a lucky man.
I think someone asked what our occupations were. I was a medical transcriptionist.
Yeah, you did that for a lot of years, right?
Yeah, I think about 10 years.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah.
And I worked for Coca-Cola for maybe just as long, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe I forget how many years, but since we were living in Arizona, I got a job and I started as a merchandiser there, part-time merchandiser, moved it up to full-time merchandiser, then a machine operator, then a lead machine operator, and then I got rid of all that and then went into the lab, quality control, and that was nice. I liked the lab. The lab was probably the best job. That was like a little bit more interesting, and then got to do all the taste testing.
It's the fun part.
And I had to leave all that.
Oh.
I had to leave all that to live this lifestyle. Have you looked into Leah? Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Have you looked into any land?
I
You
don't
know
know
what
what
that?
that is.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
yeah, I'm not sure. Can you rephrase that? But talking about Cobb and the rain and stuff like that, um, it has been holding up in the rain though, right?
Yeah, it has. Well, since you took
Since I took
those
those boards down, a
boards
lot of
out.
people have been like, "Oh, you need to put cement in there, otherwise you're just gonna keep putting it up." And I think the reason why the Cobb was really coming off those walls is just because it was getting focused from all those boards I had up along the walls. But since we've taken them down, it's been fine during the rains.
Mhm.
Oh, patents.
Oh.
That makes sense. Have you looked into any land patents for your land?
Oh.
Is that something that's been on your radar? Have you heard of that, or so nothing that you've been thinking about?
But now
Now we're gonna have to
I'll,
look into
I'll check
it.
into.
How do you feel about people stopping by for a visit? We've had people out here. Uh, you, of course, we always appreciate people contacting us ahead of time and says some things. That's always appreciated. But I don't think we've turned people down. Well, maybe there was a time where we're like, we're kind of busy. This might not be a good time. But we usually don't mind people coming out here. We've had a bunch of people out.
Will you guys eventually have animals?
Well, we have animals right now. We got ourselves an American Akita crew. We have chickens,
Yeah.
but we probably will have more. What's the animal plans?
Um, I'm strongly considering sheep.
Yeah, a lot of people mentioned goats, and I think goats might be pretty good for just because of the high temperatures. But they got high temperature sheep as well,
Hmm.
and sheep would be good for a lot of the grass that we have out here. We got so much grass growing out here because of the monsoons.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hmm.
It's very green right now.
I would like to come see your work, but waiting for the truck to get fixed. I feel you on that. I feel you. We wish we had a truck to get fixed. We are cruise humans. He allows us to live here. We just had your brother was had stopped by for a little visit today, and you know her brother was originally the one that adopted him from the shelter, and yeah, that's really going to be forever. Uh, really, her brother is forever going to be his human.
Hmm.
He tolerates us. He likes us, but he loves Peter, her brother, right?
Yes.
The reaction when he comes around is just he doesn't have that reaction to anybody else.
I think he loves us.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just not as much
Not
as.
as much.
Just not as much as Peter.
Yeah, he was so excited when Peter came over. He
Tell them
actually
about that.
jumped up on the couch next to him, and then he like flipped off the couch and fell off.
Jumped up onto the couch, slips, falls off the couch, and then he like, oh, I better calm down.
Yeah,
That
he's
kind of
like, oh,
hurt.
I'm getting a little too crazy.
Which is crazy because Crew never knows his limit of craziness. What about llamas? They also produce hair, I think. Would you get llamas?
Maybe. Or alpaca.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be alpaca, right? Llamas are those are the evil ones, right?
They're the evil ones.
I'm still backlogging viewing your videos. What breed is Crew? He's an American Akita.
Hmm.
Almost Homestead. Jay, congratulations on 40K. Boom. Thanks, Jay. Those demon lots. See, the llamas are the demons.
How do you deal with the human culture out in Cochise? No weirdos? There's probably weirdos out
There's
here.
probably
I mean,
weirdos.
we're kind of weird, but
Well, we are. We're definitely weird.
I think people are spread out enough here that we don't have to deal with it much.
I think the weirdos are toward the north. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there probably are, but I kind of ran into a little bit more of that when I was doing census work. That's where you get to see everyone. So Junior says, "Congrats on 40,000. Thank you very much." Ask Doug and Stacy about alpacas. They started with some. Do they still have some? I don't even know. Oh, they had to get rid of them, didn't they? Yeah, I think maybe they got rid of them. We're the weirdos. Yeah, well, I won't disagree with that, Pam. You guys are pretty weird. Did you guys get them gutter set up yet? Rain's coming. Ah! Have you thought about using PVC pipe cut in half as rain gutters? I thought about that, and it might work for some people, but I wasn't too comfortable using that out here.
Well, I think the cost of materials
cost-
right now.
Would have been pretty high for that.
Yeah.
The steel gutters were much more cost effective that way. I was looking into that thing.
Mm-hmm. How about citrus trees? Can you grow them in that region?
Yeah. Probably not like let's say in central Arizona. Citrus grows really well in
Mm-hmm.
central Arizona. Here, we there are probably some citrus we
There's
can do. I think
some.
like Myers lemons.
Yeah.
That's always the go-to one. We could probably grow that here. That one's the first one that comes to my mind. Do you know of any others? I can test you.
No.
Uh,
That would be the one I would say.
I beat her to it.
What part of Mexico is your father from? Do
Oh,
you know?
I think I saw that. I did know. I don't know it off the cuff. It's a small town, and I even forget. It's like an hour away from a kind of like a big city. I think it was about an hour away from like a big city.
Do you know what state?
I don't know the state, but it's like this small town. I forget the name. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, really small town. They sent me pictures years ago of the town. I've heard stories, but yeah, I've never been to that town. Eventually we'll have to take a trip to Mexico, even to the city right across the border. I mean, nice little city right across there. We've never been
Mm-hmm.
there. Brian says picking up the PVC this weekend, and we'll hopefully get the gutters up this coming week. All right, all right. Well, let's hope so. Okay, no more slacking over there. I want to see some rain going into those tanks. PVC is bad juju in the sun. The UV rays make it brittle. Yes, absolutely. That's why it should definitely be painted.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations on the 40K, Sissy says. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Citrus doesn't like freezes, absolutely. And unfortunately, here we do get freezes.
If you don't mind me asking, do you guys rely on this channel for income, or do you do all these projects and have to go to work? With all the work you guys do, I would be too tired to make videos. Yeah,
Uh,
well, this has turned into like our full-time jobs.
yeah, crazy. I mean, we don't make a ton of money on YouTube with the YouTube ad revenue, but it's enough for what we need to kind of get by. It's crazy. We feel so fortunate to be able to do that just from you guys showing up, watching our videos. Um, we're kind of able to kind of get by. Plenty because our costs of living out here are so low. So we didn't really need too much, and then we're starting to kind of just make that just from ad revenue. So we really appreciate all your guys' support.
Yeah.
Just even watching our videos when they come out, I mean, it's a huge help. Watching let those ads play. uh, Not the long ones. You don't have to watch the long ones. I think I had a limit too when those ads play. Like, oh, that's too long of an
See,
ad.
let's do it.
But we feel so fortunate. I mean, to be able to be out here living a life the way we had always imagined it, and then being able to kind of create videos and make money off of that, being stretching our creativity, uh,
Mm-hmm.
having an outlet for that, and getting paid for that is it's a dream come true.
And if it can help other people in some way, that feels amazing. Too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the reason we started the channel
Yeah,
is
right.
to be able to kind of disseminate information and
It's just
just kind
share
of show
our experiences.
exactly, exactly. So we hope. I mean, not that you just. We hope overall you have fun watching our channel. Hopefully it's entertaining. Hopefully you love showing back up again for each video. But hopefully also you get a little bit of nuggets of information here and there. We try anyway. But at least if you can laugh at me, that's fine. Pam, have a good night. Thank you. how many nights of freezing do you get a year? That's a difficult one to kind of gauge. Um,
Well, our first frost date is like the beginning of November to, is it mid-April?
yeah.
So,
So any time in that, we could have freezing nights
yeah.
throughout there. So our time is up. Don't forget, so Saturday's video, a very cool one, a lot of answering questions about rainwater harvesting that we've been getting a lot. Talks a little bit about catching that rain, storing that rain, and the kind of filtration we use. So that's pretty cool. Again, Instagram, well, I'll have that post up soon, maybe in the next couple of days, about that drawing. So very cool. I'm very excited. Stick around for Saturday's video. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
the
very
super
much.
chat. So sorry about your father. Respect to your king. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
So have a good night, everyone. Thank you guys so much for being here for the live. It's good being back live and talking with you all. We love it. Love getting to connect with you. Thank you so much to the moderators. Awesome job. And we'll see you guys on Saturday's video. All
All
right.
right. Good night.
Bye. Good night.